Getting into AI engineering, especially at junior level, whether you're excited about the thrill of the new technology or learning new skills, if your goal is a quick and easy job hunt, AI is really hard. But despite all these challenges, if you do make it, the payoff is going to be amazing. Hey everyone, it's Jean, your trusted engineering mentor, and today I really want to address a topic that's been on my mind for a while now. I get tons of messages from people who are interested in becoming a software engineer, and especially more specifically AI engineers. There seems to be this magnetic pull that's like drawing people into AI engineering right now, but sometimes the reality doesn't quite match up with the dream. And it's because there's a bunch of misconceptions about being a software engineer and especially AI engineers. And I want to make sure you know what you're getting into. I want to empower you to be able to make your own decisions based on what is actually true so that you can find success in software engineering or AI engineering careers of your own. But before we dive into the big question of whether or not you should be an AI engineer, I have a favor to ask. Please do me a favor and hit that like button. And it's not just about stroking my egos, but it really helps the YouTube algorithm understand that you are interested in content like this. Plus, it helps spread the word so other soon-to-be software engineers can also benefit from our discussion today. So if you're ready for some real talk about AI engineering and software engineering, give that like button a tap and let's get into it. First of all, I do want to address some of the other common advice that I have seen online. Now, there are some people out there who might be telling you not to jump into software engineering because of reasons like it's too much math or saying that it's not all about money. Honestly, when it comes to math and physics, most regular software engineers don't really use much of it. You won't be solving crazy equations every day, and it's more about coding and logic. But if you're thinking about getting into machine learning, you do need to get ready for some math. And if math isn't really your thing, you probably don't want to go into machine learning. Software engineering, on the other hand, is completely fine even if you hate math. So there is some good news for you. Now about the money. Some people say don't go into software engineering for money, but often the people who are saying those things have never been worried about money. Money definitely played a big role in my decision to become a software engineer. Achieving financial stability was a big priority for me as a teenager. So if you are attracted to the financial side of things, I think that's perfectly fine. And I think we should just be more honest about money. There is often judgment about wanting to pursue money, but making money and having enough of it is a big consideration and a priority for a lot of us. If you are eyeing those high-paying software engineering gigs, just don't assume that it's going to be easy money. Money doesn't grow on trees. And the reason why AI and software engineering roles pay so well is because they demand a unique set of skills and expertise. It's not a shortcut to easy money, but it's a reflection of the value and the effort required for those roles. And this brings me to reason number one. AI is really hard. You guys probably all know Andrew Ng. He's a big name in AI. And he said in a recent Stanford lecture that the best way to learn AI engineering and become a really good AI engineer is by reading tons of research papers. And I gotta ask you, have you ever tried reading any of those research papers? If you're in a bachelor's program, you probably have never even come across any of these research papers. So if you have not given it a shot, I do recommend you try reading them. If you try reading them and it sounds like it's written in a different language, that's probably okay. It means you're just a normal human being. But the challenge is that you will be competing for the same job with people who read these papers for fun as a hobby. So if you're really serious about becoming a good AI engineer, start diving into those research papers now. Keep reading them until it makes sense. And this is not to scare you off, but it's a reality check again. The competition here is no joke, which is my reason number two, the competition. Working in tech is already pretty fiercely competitive, and add all the AI hype, it becomes a super challenge. Every new and shiny thing usually comes with a lot of excitement, and AI is no exception. Are you ready to dive into competing in the most challenging field out there? History teaches us, right? During the wild, wild west or the gold rush, sure, like some people struck gold, but many folks paid the price with their lives. The promise of hitting big in AI is real, let's be honest, but most of you won't make it. And again, this is not just about AI or machine learning, but it's a pattern in history. Whenever there is a lot of money and power involved, people want a piece of it. This means that you're not going to have that work-life balance, which is my reason number 3, burnout. High-paying jobs come at a cost. And this is not just about software engineering, but it applies to most jobs. Most well-paying jobs demand hard work. You just can't have it all. So pick your priority. Do you want big pay or balanced work life? Have you been following all the drama on the news with Sam Altman and OpenAI? He got fired, then he fought his way back. The board that tried to oust him got ousted themselves. It's almost like real life Squid Games. Do you think work-life balance is a priority for Sam Altman today? Probably not. And you saw how the news was changing so quickly during the whole ousting drama. That is my reason number 4, rapid changes. In the AI universe, everything is a constant evolution. It's like a never-ending dance of updates and innovations. The technology itself, the inner workings of the companies and the leadership, it's all dynamic and constantly moving. It's like playing competitive sports where the rules and the opponents change every day. Playing in the field of AI is like playing a dynamic game. You just have to be on your toes all the time, ready to adapt to anything that changes instantly. Winning doesn't just require skills here, but it also requires your ability to quickly adapt to new environments. Does the idea of constantly changing and shifting strategies with the company or the tech excite you? Are you the type of person who feels alive when things are constantly changing around? If the answers to those questions were yes, 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 this could be the perfect fit for you. Every day can be an adventure. Okay, I said I'm gonna give you 5 reasons, and we have talked about the first 4 so far. AI is really hard. It's really competitive. It carries the risk of burnout, and it's constantly changing. Now, this all adds up to the 5th and perhaps the most important reason. But before we get into this, if you've been watching so far and you found value in this video, I would really appreciate a tap on that like button. And with that, let's get into the last reason. For all of these challenges to be an issue for you, you would first need to land a job, right? And this is reason number 5, lack of junior roles. Getting into AI engineering, especially at junior level, which means 1 to 3 years of experience, this really isn't easy. If you went to a school like Waterloo where they do 4 internships or co-ops before graduating, you have 2 years of work experience already under your belt. Now, if you didn't attend a school like that with a structured internship program, you're on your own to find your own internships. You have to really hustle to find your own internships and get that experience. Even with the internship experience, getting a job in tech or AI is really hard. There just aren't that many roles available because even the most experienced people who read these research papers that I mentioned earlier for fun, they want to do it too. If your goal is a quick and easy job hunt, AI engineering may not be the best option for you. Other fields of software engineering is challenging too, but relatively speaking, AI engineering jobs are a little bit harder to come by for junior engineers. And I'm not saying that it's not possible. There are going to be people commenting, well, I found a job. Well, good for you. But for majority of people, it's going to be really tough because there just aren't that many roles. It's all about supply and demand, right? The supply is pretty low and the demand is really high right now. But despite all these challenges, if you do make it, the payoff is going to be amazing. If you land that gig, it's not going to be just a job. You're going to be part of a conversation that shapes the future of the entire world. Imagine being in the inner circle of the most innovative technology before it even hits the public. You get to play around with it and have a voice in the direction of the products. If you're watching this video and thinking that all of this sounds really overwhelming, that's okay. Just be honest, this is not for everyone. There may be other fields in software engineering like full stack, front end, back end, mobile, all shaping tech in the future, and probably with less competition. So don't jump into AI just because it's trendy. Choose a path that is aligned with your values and passion. Whether you're excited about the thrill of the new technology or learning new skills, there is a place for you in software engineering. And if you feel like AI is really the thing for you and you really want to know how to learn AI engineering, watch my other video where I lay out the 3-step strategy for becoming an AI engineer. I'll see you there.